Hi, thank you for joining me today. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Sigma DC 18 to 250 millimeter 3.5 to 6.3 aperture macro HSM, that's the hypersonic motor OS optical stabilization lens for Nikon cameras. Alright, we're going to get started with a review here of this Nikon version of the Sigma 18mm to 250mm lens. Very good little lens. I want to run through it here real quickly. I don't want to keep you very long. I'm going to actually come in here close so you can take a look at this lens. Very good looking lens. It's the Sigma DC 18 to 250 macro HSM, 18 millimeters wide, and then it zooms all the way into 250 millimeters, so you've got two lenses in one. Very, very handy for a walk-around lens. Now, I will tell you, this is not a prime lens quality lens. If you're looking for your prime lenses, then buy prime lenses. But if you're looking for a lens, yes, it is a bit of a compromise, but let me tell you, this lens has great optics. It does really good. I'm a pixel peeper. I'm sorry, I'm a pixel peeper, and so I like quality, and so I'm a stickler, very particular about my images. But with this lens, I shoot very, very good images, and I've been very pleased with it. You're going to have soft images in the larger apertures up until I shoot around f8 to f11. That is where I typically shoot landscape images. So just bear in mind that in the larger apertures there will be probably issues with having a little bit soft focus. The good thing about this lens is the fact that the optical stabilization really does work well. Several stops of light, I was shooting all the way out 250 millimeters at 1/60th of a second handheld at f22, and I got clear images. And so I have typically only shot with Nikon glass in the past. My main glass has been Nikon, but I will tell you, I'm very, very impressed with the quality, the feel, the image quality, all the way around. I'm very happy with this Sigma lens. Now let's talk about the price point. You talk about a Nikon 18 to 200. That lens is going to cost you somewhere in the vicinity of around $600. This lens, I picked it up used, but in mint condition on eBay for 240 bucks. And so really good value for the money. You can get them new, I believe. If you're worried about getting a bad apple, you can get them new on eBay for around $300. So if you're worried about getting a used one, then there is that option for the new one for about half of what it would cost you to have Nikon glass. And let me tell you, I've shot with Nikon glass, and this is really close. It does really good. I'm really, really impressed. I forget what the material is. They call this poly something or other. I forget the name of the material, but it's a newer plastic type material. Very durable. Very, very durable. One thing to note that I do not like about the lens is the autofocus manual focus button. It must be on manual focus in order to manual focus. I actually junked a lens once simply because I grabbed the focus ring instead of the zoom ring and messed my nice Nikon lens up, and it was junk after that. So bear that in mind. This uses 62 millimeter. We'll zoom in here so you can see 62 millimeter filter threads, and there's the switches. I don't know if I showed that to you earlier. The auto, manual right there, and the optical stabilization right there. Also the lock button locks it into 18 millimeters so it doesn't creep. And so here's the issue. A lot of people have had issues with the zoom creep. They talk about the lens creeping, and I've read that and I've heard that. From 80 millimeters down to 18, if you shake your lens, it does creep. I mean, I don't know if you can see or not, but it will creep some. But when I go shooting photography in the field, I'm not shaking my lens. So if you're worried about it creeping in the bag, simply turn your lock on and it locks into place, and you don't have to worry about that. So in short, good sharp lens, good walk around lens, great for beginners who don't want to change lenses. It also reduces the risk of poof, dropping the lens. Oop, there goes your nice lens, and now you're going to buy a new one anyway. Switching it out, taking a chance on dropping it. This lens fits the bill from 18 millimeters all the way out to 250 millimeters. That is a great focal distance. And so I highly recommend this. I do some professional work. I have sold professional work, so I know what I'm talking about when it comes to an image. Maybe more professional in the photography end than in the videography end, so please excuse the yapping dog in the background and all of the things that are coming in the backyard here. I do apologize. We do strive to make this as professional as possible, but we are limited in resources. But anyway, thank you for joining me today. Very nice lens. Happy shooting. Find you one. Thank you.